The British Broadcasting Corporation has been embroiled in yet another giant racism scandal. If you missed the story, Radio 5 live presenter Nihal Arthanayake revealed that his terrible experiences at the national broadcaster left him struggling with his mental health. The situation is really affecting him, he explained. So what happened exactly? Did a group of colleagues show up to the BBC canteen holding aloft pictures of Tommy Robinson, chanting, "England till I die"? Was Mr. Arthanayake told to go back where he came from? No, the allegations made by Mr. Arthanayake are far more serious even than that. In a shocking statement to the Journalism Diversity Fund conference at BBC Media City, he explained that his mental health problems are down to the overwhelmingly white working environment he is forced to endure on a daily basis. "It's really affecting me that I walk in and all I see is white people," he added. Arthanayake further explained that when he raised the problem, his colleagues' response was often to say that they were not being racist. Can you believe it? When Mr. Arthanayake bravely confronted his fellow employees for the offense of being white, they brazenly denied that their skin color was a racist hate crime. Outrageous. He further added that the hardest thing is to walk into a room, look around, and nobody looks like you. Mr. Arthanayake's parents are from Sri Lanka. Now, I've never been to Sri Lanka, but I am willing to bet the equivalent of his excessive £150,000 a year salary that very few people in Sri Lanka would place having to walk into a room where nobody looks like you at the top of their list of the hardest things to do. The BBC agrees with Mr. Arthanayake that there are too many white people working there. In fairness, this isn't actually news because the BBC has openly discriminated against white people for some time by banning them from applying for certain opportunities because it is the right thing to do. I take no pleasure in chronicling the now inevitable and entirely self-inflicted death of what was once an organization that was truly the envy of the world and the gold standard for public broadcasting.
Alright, that's it, guys. Welcome to Make Your Reaction Reviews, where we react to things on the internet. I'm always like trying to make sure my camera's in focus. That's why I do this, because it jumps in and out of focus quite a bit. Alright, so that was one of the hosts. Forgive me, I'll put his name on the screen. But he's one of the hosts from Triggernometry. I really dig Triggernometry. I think it's a really good podcast. Go check him out. Go subscribe. That wasn't me the full video. He goes on about like how he feels about the BBC and the downfall of the BBC. And so you can go watch the full video if you like. I just wanted to watch that one part. Remember when I did that video? I did it like a couple of days ago. Like I posted a couple of days ago talking about victimhood and how victimhood can be either a self sort of thing you do to yourself because you've been told you're a victim, so your perception is projection, your perception is reality, so you project what you assume the world is gonna respond to you as if you think you're a victim, so you see everybody around you as perpetrators, right? Or victimhood can be used as currency. So this person, I think in some ways is doing both. He's being told because he's brown, because he's an immigrant, that he's going to be discriminated against, and so it's a scary idea to be in a room full of white people because of the whiteness and how evil and scary and racist white people are, right? And that's what he's been probably told by the world around him or by his bubble, by his social media. And he's using it as currency in a way. He's using it in a way to have control over his employer, over the corporation that he lives in. I don't want to see as many white people anymore, so I'm gonna scream, I'm a victim, I'm oppressed, this is emotionally and psychologically disturbing me. BBC, do something about it. And BBC, being a literally, probably has to be a multi-million-dollar corporation, media corporation, been around forever, it's been a legacy. They are allowing this one person to have power over them because, again, you're claiming victimhood can be used as a currency. So that's what I think about that part of it. And a whole, like, he's Sri Lankan. I've been to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a beautiful fucking country. It's beautiful people. I would love to even stay in Sri Lanka longer than I usually do if they get their visa stuff a little. I think they're doing some different stuff with visas for foreigners. But I love Sri Lanka. £150,000? His parents are living life. His parents are living good because, you know, like a lot of these Southeast Asian countries, or just Asian countries too, has a really big culture of like you take care of your fucking parents. A lot of the kids go overseas to get an education, to get good jobs, purely for the sake of taking care of their family, their parents, their siblings, their nieces and nephews, everybody, right? So his family is doing really well. So good on them on that one. But like, no, like, it's not, from what I've seen, I'm sure there's ghettos and really, really impoverished areas in Sri Lanka. And Sri Lankans are struggling right now because of like what's been going on with the civil war and the oil thing and the corruption and all that stuff. But like, it's a beautiful, when I've been there, they seem like they're living a beautiful life and nature and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure like being around white people would be like literally at the bottom of the barrels of something they would call a struggle or anything to even complain about. Like, again, in a lot of these countries too, like the West doesn't understand like how spoiled we really are. Like, working a job you hate, working a job you're suffering at, even working at a job that you're being abused at, you stay at that fucking job and you don't complain about it. You don't bitch and moan about it. You do what you have to do because that's just the culture of those societies. You work hard, not just for you, but for your family, and not just for your kids and your wife, but for your family. So he's been spoiled by the West, as I assume here, or maybe he was like always kind of grew up rich in Sri Lanka, who knows. But yeah, so too many white people. If I thought like that, I would literally go nowhere in life. Like, I've always been the token black, like to be honest, because growing up I always did the things that I was told black people didn't do. Like, so when I did those things, I was always surrounded by like white people, but I still did those things. I travel the world. This is my lifestyle. If I cared about like being around people that always looked like me, I would never thrive in the world. So yeah, sad. Anyway, victim mentality. I don't think it gets you anywhere, but sometimes it can be used as currency. But you guys tell me what you think of this video in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. You can donate to help support, keep me on this channel. You guys have an amazing, beautiful day. Bye.